I wanted to get back to the theme of what we agree upon is our power. It seemed like a unusual statement. So I want to look at agreement a bit. We might agree on power in terms of conflict. We might agree that the best way to settle things is through war. We might agree on that it's just fine to have a economy where there is a 1% and 99%. So, do we agree on that? So that becomes our power, keeping our group going. We started on the Gloria Steinem stuff a bit, and I posted that image because I found it, and so I thought it would be provocative enough. So we agree that corporations are people, so that becomes the power. The power gets based in what the agreement is on. If we're against ourselves, as I talked about earlier, then that's our agreement. We're against ourselves because we don't trust ourselves in our own future. See, we talked about in the scenario planning where we look at these scenarios and we look at our relationship and we're prepared and we're resolved in our own shadow, and so we're ready in our own, because we've dealt with the dark side, so we're ready to meet anything. So we agree with ourself. So agreeing with ourself becomes our power. See, or we also might agree with, oh, I'm insufficient, it's too much, I'm overwhelmed. Then our power is very greatly diminished, but its principle holds. You see. So that's the invitation to that title, is to begin. Well, what is our agreement? Is our agreement to be against this, against that? I know I started out in my journey as a social activist. I was against a lot. I was in the civil rights movement. We were against bigotry. Seemed like a noble cause, and it was, and it laid a foundation, and you can see the results of that. With Barack Obama as president, this changed the culture. See, but at some point we had to stop being against and to be for. But there's still a residue there. See, there may be a black president, but there's still againstness, and the fact againstness is still there, and it's so strong. You can see it in the legislation with the legislators. In other words, what they believe their power is to be against, and so both sides agree on that. Our power is to be against, and so they both facilitate each other to maintain that. That's a bit nutty, but you get the point. That what we agree upon is our power. So what's the other alternative? Well, we can agree that with ourselves, we can agree that regardless of our journey, regardless of the mistakes we've made, regardless of what we had to resolve in ourselves, we're in essence good. We're in essence loving. We agree with that. And when we are with each other, there's a respect. And as we agree that the heart of this person comes out of some kind of unfolding from something good. You see, the journey itself is good. It's just stuck in this reversal somehow, and this is what it believes it to be. So that person agrees with its separation, or his or her separation. That's the agreement. But they also agree then with what their soul came into experience. So you have to honor their path. Say, well, it's destructive, it's immature. How do you know in the overall picture? See, so you agree that it's what it is. So when we meet that which is, we accept things as that which is, we agree with that there is a purpose to whatever is going on, even if I don't understand it. And there's a bigger picture, see. So when we say, well, we want what's good for everyone, we want what whatever this is going to, we want it to be for a higher good. So we agree with that. See? So as we meet it, what is our action? Well, I agree with the love within me, and I agree with the love within you. And that means in your manifestation, your expression, we may have encounters in which I may have to stand firm, which I may have to challenge you, which I may agree with you so much that I have to stop what you're doing because it's destructive. I say, wait a minute, I have to, in this present moment, what is present is for me to put myself between you and that which you want to harm. See? So it's this two-track thing. It's a two-level thing. See? So when we agree with that there's an opposition, we agree with their right to oppose, we agree with the goodness of their quest, and we honor that and respect that. And we're choosing also to agree with the loving. And in that basis of loving, we agree with the wholeness that they're operating in. So it's a higher container. So we keep agreeing with that. We keep agreeing with that. And that starts reflecting back to them. Talks about through the looking glass and reflectivity. See, so we're reflecting that loving back. And that has a dynamic to it. So that's our basis of power.